Hello and good evening. So, uh, now I'm testing if I can hear myself. Yes, indeed I can. All right, fine. So, hopefully this is a good quality stream. I've been struggling all day to get this working. The problems are driving me mad, but it looks like everything is solid and good to go. So if you're here, I'm going to let the teams know. I'm going to set this up. Manfield back. All right, well, hello and welcome. This is the Indy Gaming League. My second attempt at casting this game tonight. Hot Zen Monster, I hope, is going to join me. Team settings. So tonight we have TP. What do we have? Hello! Can you hear me now, Hot Zen? I've been struggling with technical issues all day. It is freaking me out. But I think I might have sorted it out now. So it's TPGG versus Gloom. Are you going to be joining me? Hot Zen. Hot Zen Monster is in. Okay. He's in the VC. Okay, so let's go there. Take him down to the private channel. And I will join him there. Hello, Hot Zen Monster. I'm good. I just want to make sure you're going through to the stream. You are not. You should be now. Please let me know in the stream if you can hear Mr. Monster. Hey, BC Christian, how's it? Jackson Sausage. Okay, sorry,
yep,
talking
sounds
game.
Like I do. I hear myself. Yeah.
Oh well, then that's good. All right. So today has been a shockingly bad day from a technical point of view. I'm trying to get to the bottom of why my stream is inconsistent. And right now I'm streaming perfectly, and I don't know why. And do you know how terrifying that is? But I will, I will take advantage of the fact that it looks good, that it sounds good, and make hay while the sun shines, as they say. So how are you? How have you been, Hot Zen?
Good. Having a very relaxing day today. Did a little more homework this time.
Well, listen, that's good because my homework has been a disaster. All I can tell you is what I see on screen is that this season, Gloom have 100% record, having won 2 of their matches, and TPGG are at 50%. Over to you for whatever homework you've got, because you're going to save our asses on this, and more specifically mine.
Well, it'll be interesting to see who of the 4 players TPGG decides to go with today. Because everybody looks like the one low man on the totem pole is this Sirius with about 154 points per game average. 2 shots per game, though. It's right at the top of the rest of the squad. So got to have to see who shows up today for them. And as far as Gloom, all kinds of badges in their IGL profile. It's like they're going to run out of room on their trophy shelves here to hold all the trophies. Brick walls, tactician, sharpshooter. Been at the top of their division in that regard all season long for these first 2 weeks.
Well, that sounds promising. I think so. This is a tier 2 division 2 game, and what that means is that tier 2 is sort of champ 3 getting close into grand champ, so we should see some pretty nice high level play.
Absolutely.
Say that again.
I was just going to say 21 goals for in Gloom's stats there. Looked like a really, really active, really, really high scoring team. Should be a lot of exciting goals to watch.
All right, good. Well, it looks like one of the captains didn't get the info, so let me just give him that there. So, name. All right, so we have one team in waiting for the other team. I've just given them the details. They've indicated to me that they're ready. So as soon as they're in, we can get this underway, which is excellent. I'm very relieved after the weird day, the absolutely weird day I've had. Now we can actually watch some Rocket. I haven't even played Rocket League today, and you know how annoying that is.
I actually finally reached Diamond in ones today for the first time.
Hot Zen Monster playing ones.
Yeah, my coach was very insistent. He wants 100 hours of ones by the end of the month.
Wow, what a taskmaster!
I said, "How about 100 matches?" And he said, "Okay, fair enough."
that sounds like a fair trade. A fair trade. Sure,
Much
go
more
ahead,
reasonable.
Jackson. Yeah. All right. Oh, looks like we have two teams in here, which is brilliant stuff. I'm going to take my cam off now. All right, so we have the two of us plus 6 people. We are good to go. So we have TPGG. They're an Italian team. And then Gloom. And I don't quite know how old everybody is. But either way, we're going to see some good play. And I think it is time to go. So Hot Zen, let's get this show on the road.
Here we go.
This is Rocket League! All right, we have TPGG. They're in, spawned, ready to go. So are Gloom. Best of 5, and away they go. Oh my goodness, we have a Merc, Shameless, riding a Merc on the field. Which should be interesting to see. You do love to see it, the crazy, wacky car. Somebody's going to get demoed by a Merc.
Well, that'd be something.
All right,
right
so
off the bat, Monkey Boy up in the air here.
Yeah, the first minute or so is I wouldn't have thought that these two teams have met up with each other unless it was in an early season. So certainly the first minute, 30 seconds, a little bit of feeling each other out, and no clear dominance yet. The ball's made its way to either side of the field. Both have had a crack at a little bit of offense. Both have had to do a bit of defense.
Yeah, nobody really overly pressuring anybody here. It seems like a pretty back and forth affair. And Sparks up here is going to get a pass down to the middle. No luck. Shameless back to make the clear. Oh. And Mr. Glooner misses it. Shameless probably have another touch here. He gets past 2. Karma, has got it. He's going to take it home. There you go. TPGG on the board first.
But Hot Zen, a lot of whiffing going on here. One there, one in the middle, and then the last guy out of position. So a bit of a defensive error goal there, but nonetheless well played, well taken by TPGG to get themselves in front. So it is now Gloom with just on 2 minutes gone that are behind, but but they're going to be in trouble now. Shameless in the Merc having a crack. And the vital block coming in. And now they'll have a chance. Shameless is the only one back for TPGG. And he does his job well.
Yeah, Angry Anita here back to the middle. Another shot on, and Karma finds the back of the net off of the touch from Angry Anita here. Nice cross out of the corner. Again, like you said, a lot of people not really making contact where they should be there.
Yeah, well, the Italian TPGG doing what has to be done, and it's Angry Ant there. I know he's got the ITA at the end, which makes it sound like an Anita, but I think that's for obviously Italy. So Angry Ant,
Angry Ant, okay.
Angry Ant. There you go, goalie Monkey getting one back for Gloom. That's more like it. Oh, look, he started the action, booming it out. The touch in midfield comes down nicely for him and very well finished.
Yeah, nice pass off the ceiling there to set that up. Angry Ant, pardon me, better the kickoff. Mystic Lunar gets to clear out. Angry Ant again here. Angry Ant's going to leave it for Shameless off the side wall. Mystic Lunar looking for a touch. Shameless gets a very nice clear downfield into the corner, and he's looking to follow it up here with the center. He gets it across. Is anybody there? Angry Ant. Angry Ant. Again, I apologize. With the goal.
I think with that goal, he doesn't mind. Shameless doing well in the Merc. Beautiful pass, but Gloom being a little out of shape, and they're in the early stages of this best of 5, their 100% win record a little under threat here. But an opportunity. Shameless doing a lot of work in the back. He's always seems to be the guy playing third man, making sure the ball's not getting past anybody and then getting it upfield for his teammates. And he's going to have to do some more work here. It's awkward, but that big fat Merc getting in the way, making sure they don't concede. But the ceiling shot is cleared away. This is better now, Hot Zen from Gloom.
Yeah, much better, getting consistent. I feel like the nerves are worked out, and absolutely right with Shameless. You feel like maybe that Merc was a conscious decision just to have as much metal as he could put in front of the opposing team as possible. I think the only way you could do better is a dominance. Good to keep pressure here.
But they are playing, I don't know how you're seeing it, but it does seem in this opening game, it feels like an unwarmed up game, and I'm assuming they've been scrimming earlier on. But there's a little bit of that sort of rustiness about, this is a tier 2 game, so you're looking Champ 3, maybe close to GC, and mechanically they just don't look 100% warmed up yet.
Agreed. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that fluid motion is really there yet. People being a little more hesitant, and of course, as you pointed out early on, the whiffs, which now seem to be settling down. Everybody seems to be finding their stride.
But this is much better now from Gloom. They seem to be settling a little bit, and their pressure forward is a little more coordinated, and a lot more of the pressure. And it's needed because they got to find 2 goals in just over a minute. The handoff to Mystic Luna. Can he get the pass in? The Merc through Shameless again getting in the way, doing wonderful work in defense is Shameless.
He really is. It seems really tough for any of these guys to get past that Merc and make a meaningful touch to get an opportunity going on offense here. A lot of just trying to clear the ball out of their own end. Here's Sparks again and try to get it clear. Again, cut off by Karma.
All right, well, here they come for one of many attacks over the last minute and a half or so, but they are, as much as they're coming forward, and they have looked a lot better, TPGG looking like a team that's hard to get through. Every time the ball makes its way to the goal line, somebody is there to get the clear, and now with the defensive demo, they don't seem panicky at all in defense. They seem quite confident about catching it and doing what they got to do to get rid of it and back to the other side.
They really do. They're doing a great job of just keeping a consistent defensive rotation. There's always somebody there in front of the net waiting for that touch. It looks like TPGG is going to put this one away. Maybe one more goal here as we go to... And there you have it.
That will be that. TPGG coming out on top in game 1. And they certainly played the better of the 2 games, certainly early on. And it was a bit of a scramble. And this is probably, you'd find, your classic game 1 of a best of 5. That's a little bit of a feel each other out, a bit of a scramble. But it'll be, I'm keen to see how Gloom, with their 100% record, come back in game 2.
Yeah, not looking at looking at it on paper, this is not what you would have expected at all. Gloom looking dominant in their record, 2-0, 86% game win percentage. They've only given up 1 game this whole circuit. So really surprising to see TPG come out and come and take it from them.
All right, well, Gloom taking their time to ready up, sort of taking the entire minute. And I'm noticing now for the first time that Gloom are all console players, which once you start getting around the level these guys are at. As I understand it, having never played console, though, is that it can be there might be a little bit of a disadvantage.
Could be, and I can't tell looking at it whether the teams they faced earlier this circuit were also console teams. Looks like we got some people maybe confused about which side they're supposed to be on here.
Well, but we're sorted. Everyone's settled into the right saddle. A pretty dead kickoff, but it is going to go in favor of Gloom. Banged up forward, Sparks is up. I think a little ambitious, coming in the side to try and pluck that out of the air, and it doesn't really go anywhere, but it is still Gloom in attack. The demo in the goal line isn't going to help. It might. Sparks with the shot off the crossbar, but again cleared away by Karma, and Shameless now with the ever-present Merc making sure nothing comes of the attack, but the pressure is still with Gloom. Can they make it count? It's going to pop in front, and would you believe it, Shameless is there in the Merc.
Yeah, you got to give all the credit where it's due. Shameless just constantly denying Gloom every time they make an attempt. Well, here Mystic gets a cutoff, but again, Shameless there, ready to make the play. Looks like he'll probably just keep this in the corner. And once again, that defensive rotation for TPGG is holding strong.
That was very, very tense. That was probably their most nervy moment in defense, and I think pretty lucky to get away with it. But get away with it they do. It is still nothing. But eventually, I think this pressure from Gloom is going to pay off. It can't. The boost is going to run low. The panic sets in when you can't. You feel suffocated on your own goal line. But so far, they're holding strong.
Yeah, and again, you got to give them credit for the patience. They're just playing a very patient, very disciplined game. Everybody moving where they're supposed to be in the rotations, keeping very good positioning and spacing here, and creating opportunities for themselves here offensively. Now back again, Shameless. They try to get two guys to maybe get it past Shameless, and he still holds the back line.
But interesting, all the offensive work has been by Gloom, but the last 30 seconds, you can TPGG starting to move higher up. They're getting the ball out, they're moving up the line, and I think that's fairly worrying. If Gloom can't find a way through this defense, I see TPGG getting a goal. But finally, Mystic Luna finds a way through what has been an impenetrable defense for TPGG. Plus the demo there is going to help a lot, and they are in the lead for the first time.
Well, finally seeing some blood on the field here from Gloom. You notice that was a one-time Shameless didn't get a big clear out of the back, and that created that opportunity for him. They want to think about focusing on maybe taking him out of the equation when they can. Shameless again with a big clear.
The shot now. Do they level up? Goalie Monkey Boy doing what's advertised on his name, but it's not enough. It's cleared through the corner. Goalie Monkey doing nicely to clear it into the corner, but the demo didn't help. It bounced so nicely for Karma, and bang, we are level.
Yeah, now it's a tied game. Shameless slightly the better of that kickoff. Angry Ant's got it. He's a chance in the corner here. Mr. Kluna's up, and let's see here if Shameless is going to hold this back line again. He's been absolutely impenetrable, except for that one goal throughout the match.
Impenetrable except when they weren't. Sparks now going to bring it down, bottom left corner. Finds it wonderfully through. Well, it was an open net, to be fair. By the time he got there, a couple were back. He placed it wonderfully behind Angry Ant, and they restore their lead. This is much better in Game 2. We were talking about how they might respond, and they're responding in the way they should. They put a lot of pressure on, took them a long time. They got their goal, conceded fairly quickly, but now they're back in the lead. Can they stay there? Can they extend?
Well, you start to question now who's going to take control of the midfield. We've had a very back and forth boomery kind of game here. But now we're starting to see Gloom get better touches to take control in the midfield, give themselves those opportunities on offense to set shots up like this one here. Mystic just missing off the side, but Sparks comes in to clean it up.
I say this a lot during my casts, Hot Zen, and it's one of the things I just love about Rocket League is, you know, over the course of a 5-game series, you have these swings from one team to the other. But the most amazing thing about this game is in 5 minutes of Rocket League, you can kind of see wild swings from one team to the other. But it is, and we've seen this now with Gloom, they've come in after being on the back foot for a lot of that first game. They're in charge of the second game. From early on, they were looking for ways to attack, looking for ways to move forward. It took them a while, but now that they've got a taste and they've figured out how to get past TPGG, they're looking to do a lot more of it.
Yeah, and the hits are more consistent on both sides. I think we could chalk that first game up to nerves. Like you said, maybe we didn't have a chance to warm up today. Certainly did feel that first game like a first game on for Gloom. So here Shameless has another opportunity. Goes out to midfield. A bit of a double commit there at the midfield, but they keep the pressure on here. And looking a little more offensive from TPGG here, putting more pressure on, maybe trying to get the tables to turn.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I think the strategy, I think they were trying to find a way out of their own half, look for a way to score on the counter. That hasn't worked out well for them. They've gone behind 2 goals. They got 25 seconds, and the way Gloom are right now, where they're just keeping the ball in the blue half, it looks a hard ask, I think, for TPGG to find the 2 goals. And we're probably going to have a level game going into game 3.
Yeah, that's about all they wrote with just a few seconds left here. 2-goal differential not going to be made up. So we're going to look at a tie match here, 1-1 as soon as this ball comes down. And the big question, I think, going into the third game is how is TPGG going to create that offensive pressure, and how are they going to create those opportunities on the offensive end? They've been really patient, letting the defense do its job, but now it seems like Gloom's finding those holes and being able to put shots on the net.
And just like that, a best of 5 becomes a best of 3. And I just want to say how's it to chat. I know I've been ignoring you all, but I do see you there. Colton Ahern, how's it? Bonzo, welcome back. Trouble, or Prenderg as he's now known. Mike, the Eternal, how are you? Enrico Bayo, welcome. That sounds like one of the Italians probably coming in support. Jesse Vogel. Ooh, Jesse, I'm looking forward to the story, bro. Can't wait. All right, how's the chat? Hang in there. Keep watching. Okay, we go to Neo Tokyo for game 3. We are all tied up 1 game apiece. Gloom 1, TPGG 1. Who wants it more? 5 minutes of Rocket League will tell us part of the answer to that story. And away they go. Wow, nice kickoff for Gloom. Oh, and it's going to fall nicely. Mystic trying to pop it up to triple commit in defense. Well, they wanted to make sure, and they did get it out. But how far? Angry Ant trying to reverse the flow of attack. But Mystic Luna up in the air. Sparks can't get on the end of it and finish. And after a fairly busy initial start, no goals yet.
No goals as of yet. Let's see what TPGG can do here. Karma backs up and get a good run going, but Sparks immediately stealing it away and back up to Karma. She's not going to have a touch on it. And listen to me, I'm going to call Karma she, because the RLCS Pro Karma is a she. But not dealing with the same Karma exactly.
His Karma rode over your Dogma, angry and booming it forward. Shameless in the murk, looking to pick it up. Nice touch. Can he follow? Looking for the pass. He overshoots it. Ooh, and now 2 TP players out of position. Angry Ant going to have to do work in defense. But Gloom not putting anything threatening on target, so they'll be okay for now.
Yeah, I think one of them attempted the Cookser pinch there, seeing the opportunity. Didn't quite get the pinch against the wall they were looking for. Angry turns the ball away from Sparks here. He's up in the air trying to get another touch. Goalie Monkey dump it into the corner, and Shameless is going to have the ball here. He's playing up the wall, taking his time. He's maybe looking for a teammate out in the middle of the field, into the corner. And now Karma looking for the cross ball, but it's cleared away. Cooks is
Italian, isn't he? After whom the pinch is named.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so obviously all of the blue team will be fans, being an Italian team. Oh, miss from Shameless. That's going to put them a little under pressure, but Sparks taking his time with the touch. Doesn't apply immediate pressure, but here comes Monkey looking to drop it in front. He does well, but Shameless, as he has so many times over the 3 games, is there to clear it away. But the pressure now, mounting pressure from Gloom, and they eventually were able to break down TP in the second game. And the sort of pressure they're mounting now looks very similar to what they were doing in that second game. And it has the feeling that it's just a matter of time. But Shameless again, doing his job, getting the touch away.
Yeah, TPGG keeps maintaining that back front. Not really giving Gloom too many looks, but not being able to generate any offensive pressure on their own. It's really just a matter of time before Gloom figures out how to break them down and find a hole there in the back line.
All right, but we had a flurry of goals in both the games we've seen. Here we are, 3 minutes. 3 minutes of Rocket League and not a goal to show for it. Does that change now? Oh, Mystic Luna should have put it in. Goalie Monkey, I'm going to assume he meant to pass it, but he's put his team under pressure and trouble. Sparks, he's only got 1 to beat. Shameless racing back into a defensive position. And as you would expect, he gets in front and averts the immediate danger. But right away, a pressure back on TPGG. Luna with the pass! Monkey Boy, goalie Monkey Boy, misses a golden opportunity to put his team in front.
Well, here's Shameless trying to get a clear out. He's demoed. We'll see if they can take advantage of the 3-2 matchup just for a second. They don't. And again, Shameless really doing a great job to get the ball downfield. You feel like Angry Ant or Karma kind of need to be ready for those upfield passes. Shameless seeming to be committed to that back position and looking to set his teammates upfield without a lot of success.
I'm going to call it now. With just under a minute to go, we are going to have a goalless overtime. And that overtime is going to go for 1 minute and 50 seconds. There we go. There's a very specific prediction for you. And so far, I'm on the money because both teams are coming forward. Both teams are defending it out, trying to boom it forward. No one's getting through.
Once again, it's Shameless.
No, how is that not in? Oh, my word. Hot Set Monster. Tell me how this game is still at nothing apiece.
It's all Shameless, I can tell you that much. He has just been really putting on a defensive masterclass with that Merc. Almost impenetrable here on the back line. And it looks like a good possibility your prediction is going to come true here, Greybeard.
So far it is solid, Hot Zen. I am right on the money. The final attempt by Mystic Lunar is going to fall short. A last chance here for TPGG, but it's going to hit the ground. So, 1 minute and 50 seconds is my prediction on this overtime. Oh no, is it going to be? Oh my word, I thought it was going to be a 3-second overtime. It's not. We're into the 10th second. No goals in 5 minutes and 10 seconds of Rocket League so far. Here it is.
Oh, and there it is.
Oh, listen. Okay, so goalie Monkey pops it forward. It comes down off the crossbar, and it's an easy finish for him. But really, that ball should have been cleared well into the other side. A defensive mistake from TPGG sees Gloom look more threatening and in a position to maintain their 100% win record.
Well, you know, in these higher ranks, it's that one mistake that gets capitalized on. And you really get the feeling that if Shameless is not back to cover that net, there's a good chance that Gloom's going to have a chance to put the ball in there. And that's exactly what happened. It looked like Karma just barely missed a clear from the post on the backboard. And Sparks there to clean up and take advantage.
All right. Well, now we go to... Oh, my word. I went to Badlands. That would have been a disaster. I was supposed to go to Wasteland. Okay, now I'm under pressure because I got running out of time. There we go. Wasteland Night back, ready up. We can go. So we go to Wasteland Night for Game 4. And as always, it is always my hope to go to the Game 5 thriller, the Game 5 overtime, which I haven't seen yet. But in order for us to have the possibility of that, TPGG have got to come from behind and level up and win this game.
I'd really like to see Angry Ant and Karma make some things happen upfield. I mean, Shameless has pretty much committed himself to that back roll. Let's see how it plays out. Angry Ant loses that to Sparks back into their own corner. Karma back to make the touch. He just kind of keeps it there in the corner. Shameless looking like he's switched to the Octane.
Has he really? He got rid of the Merc? Oh dear. I'm not sure that was a smart move, but let's see how he does. And it is in the first 20 seconds. Gloom looking to do what they've done the last few games, which is to apply early pressure. Of course, they're going to want to get an earlier goal than it's taken them before. It took them an entire game plus 10 seconds of overtime to score the last time. But here they are with the pressure. A miss by goalie Monkey Boy is going to see the immediate pressure relieved for TPGG, but they can't get the ball out. Oh, I'd look for a moment. Oh my goodness, the whiff by goalie Monkey Boy puts his team under immediate pressure. And that you don't want to do, Hot Zen, where you're applying pressure and then your defensive mistakes puts the pressure on you, but they have not been punished, and it looks like they're maintaining possession, are going to come forward for yet another attack.
It seems as though maybe the decision here to go to the Octane is that Shameless is trying to play a little more of an offensive role here. You see him upfield a little bit more. And he seems to be the speediest player on that TPGG squad, but maybe this is his attempt to shift that role and move more into a striker's position where he can. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
If he wants to do that, he's going to have to get supported by his team in terms of being a bit more of a solid wall behind him and allowing him that freedom to be a little more forward. But here is Shameless, and I think you're right. We're seeing him a lot more forward than we've seen in any of the previous 3 games.
Unfortunate miss on a pinch there. It looks like Angry Ant was maybe trying to bring it down and pinched off of Shameless. But at least they're putting on some offensive pressure here and getting Gloom back on their heels. Gloom not really having a lot of offensive moves in this game so far. Almost about halfway done here at the 250 mark.
All right, well, here comes Gloom. They do look like they're figuring out a way to get it up into the offensive half of them. Karma, cut up by Mystic Luna. This is an opportunity. Angry Ant with an important miss. They're not going to be punished, and Shameless now having to be back and bail his team out there. Oh, and there we see it, Sparks, who I have to say has been incredibly quiet this whole series. Haven't seen much from him. Bounces nice. He gets up very quickly and gets it down over the last defender. And Gloom in front.
Well, about halfway through the game here. Oh, an Angry Ant with the demo there. Gives Shameless chance. Shameless being very patient this game with his opportunities. Angry's going to take this up. Maybe get it clear. Can he stay with it? Stays with it here. He's trying to get past one more. Just about does. Karma may have a shot on the net here. Just a bit high off the crossbar. Shameless will keep it in here. And Angry Ant picks it up midfield. Mystic Lunar with a big clear. And it certainly seems like they are trying to mount more of an offensive style of gameplay here. Deaded?
Hot Zen, I think what's interesting to see if we look at swings in the game, TPGG are very much in the position that Gloom were in the first game and for a lot of the second game. Oh my goodness, where the one team is putting constant pressure and you're having to get it out there, and now that's been reversed. They had a lot of attacks. They were coming forward. Gloom were keeping them at bay, but now they're having to do a lot more defensive work, and they cannot figure out their proper transition into offense.
Agreed. Yeah, and it seemed like without those goals like they had in the first game, without that ability to go up and kind of get the momentum going in their direction, they're faltering and just allowing themselves to be pinned back in their own half repeatedly.
And they're running out of time. They're chasing this game. They're chasing the series. They're going to have to find a way to find 2 goals just to level things up, and then somehow find the win. Is this the first through Shameless? Yes, indeed it is. And I think I'm correct in saying, Hodzen, that this is the first goal by Shameless, and a result of what you were talking about earlier, in that he's looking to be a bit more offensive, looking to go forward, and they've got a minute for him to find another.
He definitely seems to be the standout player on TPGG's squad today. The other guys just seem to be having a lot of trouble keeping up. I can't tell if it's the pace of the gameplay or if it's just that they're not being very consistent with hitting the ball, that they're having that difficulty.
Well, they have a chance now, but Goalie Monkey Boy does what his name suggests and gets the clear, the save, and puts his team back onto attack. Half a minute now, and I see Shameless now having ping issues, sitting at 280 ping, which is not going to help his team. They need him, and they need him now. Oh, no.
Yeah, they do. That you hate to see that. That's really unfortunate. He's obviously suffering from very high ping and not probably even seeing half of what's going on here. Unable to make the stop. That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, and I don't know. Well, the ping seems to have been restored, but not before the damage is done. 20 seconds to go, and it looks like Gloom now with the kickoff goal through Goalie Monkey Boy. A 3-goal lead, 20 seconds to go, and Gloom, it would seem, are going to maintain their 100% win streak in this IGL Spring Circuit.
Looks like it. Small consolation. TPGG were able to take one of only 2 games so far this circuit that Gloom have conceded. But all indications are, with 7 seconds here, that Gloom has once again done it.
Indeed they have, Hot Zen Monster, and there we go. A 3-1 win to to Gloom over TPGG. And listen, I think certainly there's positives for TPGG. They're a good team. They weren't completely outmatched, outclassed, but Gloom finding a way to get through. It was tense and tight for a lot of the game, but they found a way through. And these teams that do well, that have these high win records, are the teams that find a way through. And Console, contrary to what I said earlier, clearly not the disadvantage I thought that it was. Oh, and I see we have Goalie Monkey Boy in chat. GG's, well played, guys. Very good game. And yeah, your record remains intact. TPGG will learn what they need to from this and hopefully come back roaring in their next game.
Cool. Yeah, and I want to give, you got to give credit to Gloom. Some really nice shots there. Some really tight angles from Sparks and from Goalie Monkey Boy, and just a really good series. If I had to guess, I'd say, Greybeard, they probably did not get a warm-up game in, and that first game was their warm-up. Hate to have to break that news to TPGG, but if I had to guess, I'd say they may have just picked it up cold and they needed that first game just to get their juices going,
Yeah, but such as Rocket League. On some days you're warmed up and good to go. On other days you got to get in there and perform immediately. But there you have it. I wasn't on the schedule to cast tonight. I was supposed to be having date night with my wife. But I got a special request by TPGG to cast. So here I am, and now I have to go and make things right with my wife. So Hot Zen, absolutely. I thank you for joining me for this cast, and I think I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. We got a few more games to cast. And everyone who popped in on the chat, thank you very much. Thanks for being there. But that's going to be it. Until tomorrow evening, I'm going to be casting 3 best of 5s along with Hot Zen. So that's going to be some fun night. And for those of you stuck in quarantine or lockdown or whatever, what a better way to spend a Saturday night than to be watching competitive Rocket League. So I hope you'll join us. So Hot Zen, thank you very much. And again, thanks to everybody who popped in on the chat, on the stream. And we will see you all tomorrow night. But until then, peace. We're out.
Peace.
Shall we play a game?